Welcome to the weeblounge. I'm Nick, and in this video I'm talking about clan battles, what to expect over on the global servers, how they work, what you have to do to kind of charge up this little bar that shows up, and well, strategies. Strategies are going to be give and take depending on the boss. All right, now when this thing goes live, you're going to see right over here, right under the dungeon, this is going to unlock. This takes you to the clan battle. Now the clan battles and the Luna Towers, both kind of the same, they only open up for a few days out of the month, typically. Now I'm hearing on the global side, when the first one that this comes out, it's going to last a long time. So that might be a different story, like a one-shot kind of deal, but in general, it's only open for a few days. Now, on this screen, the first thing you're going to see, well, maybe not the first thing you're going to see, you probably see this wobbly-ass tower or something. Right here where I'm clicking this is kind of like a little charge bar, okay? Now, as you use stamina, this bar will charge up, okay? And each time you reach a +1, +1, +1, you gain an attack that you're able to do on one of these bosses. And the way you charge it up is to spend stamina. Just do your other things, do whatever it is that you got to do. Grind gear. That's what you got, pretty much what you have to do in order to charge this up. Now, let's say you have it charged up, you used a ridiculous amount of stamina, and I think it might take 900 stamina to completely fill this thing. Like basically 300 stamina per point. Now that's what it's like on the JP server. On global, they might change it, don't know. JP takes a bit. Now that gives you the ability to attack. Well, what are you attacking? Okay, well, these bosses. Now this first guy over here, and keep in mind, these are the 5 bosses that I have on JP from the previous clan battle, okay? The ones you guys have could be all completely, utterly different. Completely different dynamics, completely different strategy. Could be anything. Who knows? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. We don't know until it comes out. Now, unless if it follows the original plan release and everything, and it just puts them out there, that's different. But here's the deal. Now, the very first one on the left is going to be lit up so that you can attack. You click it, and you form a team to fight. Pretty simple, right? Now, that team that you use to fight, it's basically a raid boss. Now, let's say I form a team, and I form a team. There's not much of anything I could do, so I go in there, I smack it around. I only drain like 10% of its hit points because I'm that freaking bad, and that's it. Well, the cool thing is, the whole clan is trying to fight this thing. And that 10% hit points that you took away from it wasn't worthless because it stays away. Now it's only got 90% of its hit points, and another member can go again. Or if your little charge there is up and you have more attacks left over, you can do it again. Left off at 90%. So you can keep going as much as you can. But keep in mind, like I believe on a given day, you can only use certain characters once a day. Kind of like the Luna Tower and some of the later on dungeons, where if they die off, sorry, those are done for the day. Come back later, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, global, original, the mechanics might change a tad bit in that regards. They might just let you keep using the same character, pew, 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 pew. That might be the case, but this is what it's like on JP, so I'm going to guess, cut, paste, put it on global. Now, let's say you fight the first guy, okay? And let's say you have a crazy powerful team, all right? You got a crazy powerful team. You've got level 80, maxed out, 84, rank whatever the heck it is, whatever over on global. Level 80, rank 8, 7, all maxed out, refined gear. You're good to go. Everything's going to just drop, right? Or you wailed. You have everything. You can form the best strategy and just go in here and destroy things. Well, let's say you do this first fight, okay? And you have a minute 30, just like any other fight, to get it done, right? Well, let's say you kill it in 20 seconds. Your team is awesome. You destroy this thing in 20 seconds. Well, that boss drops, and that is still considered your first attack. You're still going with that first attack. So that minute and 10 seconds you have left over carries over to the second boss, the next guy over. And plus, it'll usually give you a little extra bonus time for finishing off a boss. So I think it's 15 or 20 seconds. So essentially, if you kill it that quick, you got full time to go on the next one. But you pretty much have to use the same team again. You don't have to. You can switch things up or whatever, but those characters are kind of locked, right? So use those same characters to fight. Let's say you kill this guy in a minute. You got 30 seconds left over. Okay, 30 seconds left over. You get that little bit of bonus time. Well, now you're on to the third boss. You used one team in one attack. You already killed off 2 of the bosses, and you're only on the third. You have about 45 seconds to play with it. And let's say you don't kill it. You get it down to 10% health. You don't kill it or whatever. Well, that's as far as you got. You, with your one attack, your one team, finished off 2 bosses, almost got a third, and you can either use another one of your points that you charged up to fight it again, or let another teammate come in here and whoop it up. Whatever it is you want to do. Just keep in mind this little bar here. You can only charge it up completely once per 24 hours per day. So if you got the charge, don't let it just go away. Don't let it go away. Because, you know, let's say you charge it up completely, but you don't do your clan battles. Well, the next day you lose it, basically. Yeah, don't do that. You're hurting yourself in terms of rewards, and you're hurting the guild that you're in terms of actually progressing. All right, so that's the basic gist of how you push through this stuff. Each boss is going to have a different strategy, and one of the odd strategies within this clan battle is trying to make a group that's powerful enough to actually get through multiple monsters. You know, like, let's say you make a group. It's not well suited for the first one, but you can power through it. But it would utterly destroy the second boss and the third boss. Well, that's the kind of team that you form up then. You try to power through the first one as quick as you can and demolish the next few. So keep that in mind. You know, like, say that you're the fourth guy here, this little tower wiggly dude. Let's say he's, you know, vulnerable to magic damage. Whereas this last guy, he's vulnerable to physical damage. Well, if you form a magic group to take out the tower guy, when he gets to the last one, that is not going to do so good now, is it? Right? It's kind of all over the place. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. If you go here through, like, the guild here, let's see. Do I have my number still here? Yeah, one of the bosses I did 13,726,189 damage. And the next guy, not so much. Well, that's just the way the guild's going right now over on JP. And I think that was actually the previous guild that I was in. Or was it? No, it was the new one. It was the new one. It got a Walu in there. So it's the new one, definitely. So we're building back up over on JP. Okay, so what's some more details for this? Well, you're essentially competing with everybody else in these crazy rankings to get as high points as you can. And I have never even seen anywhere close to that yet. Maybe I'll get there at some point. But here's the other mechanic. You're fighting with other groups around Princess Connect Redive world, and the higher rank you get, the more rewards you get. Obviously, that's kind of a given, right? But one last mechanic of this that I want to go over is, let's say you form a super team and you kill all 5 of these. You off them all. Well, they all come back. Bigger, better, stronger, faster. And that's how you actually progress through this. You kill all of these bosses, and it will refresh. All the bosses will get a little bit tougher. You kill them all, they refresh, you come back, get a little bit better, and you just keep rinsing and repeating that as much as you can. Those points will add up, and that will put you in the rankings to wherever, whoever, whenever. That's how it works. Now, here's the other thing. This is the clan battle. This is where you get clan battle tokens, all right? And these things are rare. It doesn't matter if you do super, super, super good or super, super, super bad. These tokens are rare. They're hard to get. And this is what you can get with them, all right? Basically, you got Io, Suzume, Yori, Chika, Makoto. All right? Who should you be spending these on? Makoto. Spend them on Makoto. Use Makoto. Okay, I've been playing on JP for about a year, okay? I've done every single clan battle there has been since then. And I've only got enough to get 66 Makotos, and a couple of those were just oddities from, like, the dungeon and stuff. That's it. I haven't got much. Granted, the guild that I was in before I made my own was absolute and utter trash, so they didn't do much of anything. So hopefully it goes better this time around. We shall see. Oh, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. The clan battles are going to be a little fun thing to do, but one thing that you're going to want to do is, if you can, and you're going to take it a little seriously, coordinate with the clan a little bit. It's usually better for people who are a little lower level or not as far ranked, don't have as many characters. It's usually best for them to try to use points and everything and to fight the easier fights, not the stronger fights. So if you plan it out a little bit that way, maybe you could do a little bit better with the points. But that doesn't mean that the people who have incredibly strong accounts should, you know, sit back and do nothing and while they wait. No, because remember, you only have that charge for the 24 hours. Even the strongest members of the group that could just whoop a whole bunch of stuff, they need to use it. They need to go. You can't just sit on it. And while that might make it tougher for people who are not quite as well geared, it's something that you have to live with. And just because the bosses get harder doesn't mean the people who aren't very well geared should be, you know, just sitting on their hands, not doing nothing. Even if you can only get in there and do like 5%, 10% damage or what, 1%, it's better than nothing. Get in there and participate. And that, you know what, that's actually probably the best advice I can give you for the clan battles. Participate. Get rewards. Help your clan out. We'll see you in the next video.